One thing that I meant to mention and totally forgot, these, while I do like the fit of them, one thing that is a little annoying in some ways is they do feel a little roomy down in the toe box area. So in front of where your toe would be and then off on the side, they just feel a little wide. I mean, that might be a good thing for some people because these are kind of a sort of a narrow fit overall, much like a 97 and stuff like that. But it's just something that I noticed with these right here, the twos. So if that matters to you, do something with that information. If it doesn't, this was a waste of your time. What's going on, people? So I just finished doing all the editing and whatnot for these three individual videos. It is now almost 2:30 in the morning. But I thought, you know what, before I go wrapping things up for the night, let me go ahead and do a quick comparison video because it's a thing that people kind of like to see once in a while. I noticed that in the past, so figured why not? I got everything out, so may as well knock it out, right? So first off here, obviously this is all Air Max Pluses, right? And the one thing that I do want to say before I get too deep into this, I'm mostly going to be talking about these right here, this particular Air Max Plus, which is one of those recycled styles. But the thing that you got to remember is that when you're looking at those, I have a couple other pair down here, and the materials are always across the board like different. So these two pair right here, right? This being the frequency pack, and this just being some random green pair that I bought from Champs or Foot Locker a while ago. Obviously, both Air Max Pluses, both very different materials, like to the touch, like the way they feel when you wear them. They're so different. And then when you look at something like this, visually, this is more what you would generally see. But even these two, compared to each other, are also different. Like they're both that meshy style, but they're going to both give you a different feel when you wear them. So, in short, when it comes to looking at Air Max Pluses, just know that you may not be 100% sure of what you're going to get and what you're going to experience until you actually have them on. The twos and the threes, though, those seem to be like it's a kind of a standard thing. So anyways, right off the top, right, this being the Air Max Plus, the one, the original one or whatever, I'm going to say that as far as looks go, this one is probably my pick, right? I was kind of torn between these two at first when I did the initial review, which was the photo blue or hyper blue, whatever color. Because this one, it can look pretty decent in the right colorway. But at the end of the day, you can't go wrong with these, right? And they don't have such a bulky look in the back. They look very much more streamlined, I guess would be one way to put it. So there's that. Now, one other advantage with these is the weight. These tend to feel a bit lighter. Whereas something like this, the two, not so bad. You do feel a little bit more weight in the back, and you can kind of look at it and tell that it's probably going to be a little heavy in some areas. But then you look at this one here, and this one, it just feels clunky. Like just when you pick it up, you're just like, it's got like a boot feel almost, it's just because it's got that extra weight, and it feels durable and stuff. I don't think it really is, but it's just the whole thing that it has going for it. It just has a bulky vibe to it. And so that's kind of something that might make you not want it, right? But past the visual, when it comes down to how they feel, right? I think that all of these so far, just right out of the box and everything, walking around a little bit, they all feel very much the same. In the midsole, right? The comfort you're going to get from just walking around, I'd say it's probably all very similar. Obviously, these two being a little bulkier and they're going to feel a little different as you're walking because, you're going to feel that weight difference to some extent. But, just other than that, just the comfort I'm saying, that's fine. But this pair right here, at least of these three, again, this is a different style. It's that 20% recycled material or whatever. It's somewhat rigid, so the comfort right out of the box isn't great. It might get better later, but I can only speak for right now. If this was the frequency packs, though, it'd be a different conversation because those are phenomenal, right? But anyway, so these right here, just going off the twos and threes, being very similar. This is the more comfortable model, in my opinion. It's got more of a meshy style, more give to it, I guess. I don't know. This felt a little stiffer. And that's cool, but the downside though, when you look at these side by side, at least in my opinion, this one does not look that good, period. This one's all right. You know, the different colors kind of hit it different ways or whatever, but between the two that I have, I'm cool with them. This was just, like I said in the review, it was something that I saw and I'd never had an Air Max Plus 2, so I wanted to see what they were all about. So I picked this pair up and, well, it was on sale. You know, it was on sale. The price was pretty low, so I figured I'll jump on these even though I didn't really care for the colorway. And the other option, whatever that was, I didn't care much for that either. So this was the better of the two. And now that I've tried them on, I'm not going to say that's a great shoe, but it's not terrible. It's just, I don't know that I can honestly recommend it. You know what I mean? To be completely honest, it's just, there are so many other things in that price range that I would recommend. This just kind of isn't one of them. I think this is 160, 170. What? Okay, no, 190. How in the world? Yeah, definitely no. Oh no, that's a solid no as far as these other ones go. I didn't realize they cost that much. And these, there's no, I don't know why there's no price on the threes, which is weird because I bought these all straight from Nike, and generally the only time you don't have a price tag on the shoe is when it comes from a place that doesn't deal in dollars, like the UK or something. They have the pounds, right? But anyway, so overall though, just kind of talking about these shoes, they're all gonna fit the same. It's all a true to size fit in case you're curious about that. If you want to see on feets and whatnot, each one has its own individual review, and I put timestamps on all my videos. So you can pull that up and jump straight to whatever part of the video you need to see. So there we go. I don't think there's too much else to really say. So I'll just do a quick recap for those that might have some questions or miss something. Visually, we're going plus. This is the one that gets the nod, right? I think a lot of people would agree. Maybe not in this particular colorway for everybody. It's kind of cool, you know, it's a little different. But overall, the Air Max Plus. As far as comfort goes, you know, I'm still going to lean towards these just because the lighter feel, and if you find the right material on them, again, these two right here, these are some crazy comfortable pluses. It comes down to the material. But these, if you're looking to try something else, this is kind of the better one, in my personal opinion. And we'll go ahead and on into the design thing. Worst of the bunch right here. I'm not saying it's an awful shoe, but out of the three, something's got to come in last, and it happens to be that guy. And then you got these over here, second in line as far as looks go, personal opinion, of course. Comfort-wise, just because of that whole clunkiness, even though they're as comfortable as the others for the most part, it's all pretty close. The clunkiness just kind of makes me not want to recommend them to everybody, right? Because they have a bit of a bulky look. They look cool though, right? So it's kind of one of those things where, what do you want to side with? I don't know. But if you have any questions or whatever, since I didn't really cover anything too in depth, go ahead, leave those down below. I'll try to be a little more forgiving this time around, because I know normally I'm not, right? If I answer the questions in the video, I'm not going to answer the question in the comments. It just seems stupid to me. But in this case, I'll let it slide. So also, again, hit the individual reviews if you want to see the actual on feet and all that, because this particular video, I'm going bare minimum on it. Going to take it back to this time 2 years ago when I didn't do any extra stuff. And it's just going to be just what I recorded on this here phone. So there's that for you. From me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's almost 3 in the morning. Actually, you know what? I think those Ultra Boost 21s are going on sale soon, so I need to do that. And then I'm probably going to go to bed. All right, later, people.